All right, hi folks. This is Larry Mussolino. Wanted to show a quick course overview video. Wanted to do a couple of things. One is show you around the Moodle course, and second, show you around My Lab. So we're going to be using a system called My Labs. That's where the textbook is located. That's where the homeworks are located, and also where the tests are located. Okay. So to get started, let me come here to syllabus and ask you when you get a chance, please read through the syllabus, um, give you some good background information. I'm going to come here to the grading scheme. And if you'll notice, there's a few different graded assessments. There's homeworks in My Labs. Notice these are going to be in My Labs. Um, there's multiple homeworks per week. Then there's going to be discussion boards. Those are in Moodle. Those are going to be weeks 1 to 7. Then there's going to be exams taken in My Labs. There's 3 exams or tests. I think these are called actually tests in My Lab. So those are going to be in weeks 3, 5, 7. And then there's one final exam taken in My Lab also. So you can see most of the activity is in My Labs, except for the discussion boards. And of course, all the course notes and things like that, which are in Moodle. One other item I ask is when you log in, please go to course announcements. I'm going to be posting different updates, different help resources. I'll always be posting a weekly outline. So you could see here a course welcome. Here's about getting started in the course. Here's a comment on discussion boards. Let me come here to week 1. And what I'm going to do is give you this, it's kind of a to-do list that's going to list out the activities. So notice here it says for this first week, it says read textbook section 1.1 to 1.4. This is going to cover some basics about graphing equations, calculating distance between 2 points, things like that. Then there's a discussion board. I'll show you that in a minute. Now, if you notice, these discussion boards require an initial post and then 2 follow-ups. So you have to be sure that you're providing 3 postings altogether. An initial post that answers the questions in the discussion board prompts, and then 2 other substantial follow-ups to other students. Now, for the substantial follow-ups, you have many options to pick from, right? You can help another student by explaining a concept. You can provide a video that you found that was very helpful. You can post a question to another student, like how would you do something else, or why did you do something, things like that. So you can't just say, I liked your post, you did a good job. That's not substantial. You have to advance the discussion by providing like supplemental information. All right, then here's where you're going to spend most of your time in My Labs doing homework. And so I'll show you how to go into My Labs. Notice here there's 4 homeworks due in week 1. So what that means is you have to spread out the work. By the way, you can see the due dates here are Saturday, May 11th for week 1. You can't leave these homeworks until Saturday to get started because you'll run out of time. These homeworks take considerable amount of time. There are some videos to watch associated with the homeworks. I'll show you those in a few minutes. And the homeworks, you have to, and by the way, the homeworks are unlimited attempts. So even if you get the problem wrong, you can go back and redo it as many times as you want. There's also built-in help buttons. I'll show you that in a minute. My point here is this is all going to take you time to work through. And a good idea would be to spread it out during the week. Maybe do this 1-1 homework on a Tuesday, the 1-2 homework on a Wednesday, the 1-3 homework on Thursday, 1-4 homework on Friday, something like that, where you space out the activities. Otherwise, not only are you going to be stressed out if you leave things to the last minute, but also you're not giving yourself enough time to get help, right? Because you can email me or get help other ways. There's online tutoring. So you can't leave things to the last minute is the important aspect of this, okay? Notice here it says you have unlimited attempts for each problem, and it says make use of the help resources in the homeworks. Also, these are untimed, so you can spend as long as you want. There is a late penalty if you work on questions after the due date. Okay, so this is a outline, like a to-do list that I'll be posting each week, so that you can kind of get a sense of what are the activities for the week. So let me come down here then and come here to week 1. So May 6th to May 12th. So each one of our weekly activities has an outline. So let me click here. And we're going to be talking about graphing in week 1. Here's an overview of what we're going to be covering. Here are the 4 learning objectives, we call it. So these are the topics we're going to be working on. And here it says, make sure you look through the textbook. Now, sometimes students don't want to read the textbook in detail. That's okay. But there's a lot of good worked out examples in the textbook. And you can look up formulas in the textbook and things like that. Most students like to spend a lot of time in the videos. And so I'll show you those. There's also guided lecture notes that you can kind of fill in as you read the textbook and watch the videos. These are optional, but some students like to do that to kind of document their learning as they go along. Okay. All right. And then coming down here, it says resources. Here's the sections in our textbook to look at. Anytime you want to go into My Labs, you click on this link that says My Lab Mastering Tools. There's many of these links in our course. Anytime you click there, it should take you directly into My Labs. Okay. And then it says we're going to be covering these. Here are the assignments to do in My Lab. So we're covering sections 1, 1 to 1. Okay. And so it says click on this link and then click on assignments, and you'll see these 4 homeworks available to you. Okay. All right, let me click here where it says week 1 discussion. And so here is the discussion board. And it says here, you must post your initial post before you can see what other students have posted to. So you won't be able to see other students posting until you first post your initial. And so it says it's going to guide you through these questions, right? So here are 5 questions. Here's a worked out, here are some examples you can use. And so when you're ready to get started, you come here and you click on this link and you say, I'm sorry, let me go back for a second. This is just my discussion board starter notes, so you can look at that. But you come here and you click on add a discussion topic, and that lets you post your initial posting, okay? And then remember too, you need at least 2 additional substantial follow-up posting to students during the course of the week. All right. And also, folks, you have tutoring available. We have a service called tutor.com. And I think if you come up to this top menu and click on resources, here's a tutor link. So you can use that tutor.com anytime you want it. It's available 24/7. So please, if you get stuck, feel free to use that tutoring option. All right, let me go into My Labs and show you around there. And let me come. Actually, I guess I could just click on any link. So I'm going to click here. And I'm going to click on any link. Actually, let me come here. Notice here it says, when accessing the textbook site for the first time, here are the instructions on how to register for the first time. Now, when you go to register in My Labs, I think you have 2 options. If you purchase the access from the bookstore, they send you an access code. But another option is for you to just purchase the access directly from My Labs using a credit card. And so you don't have to order the hard copy of the textbook if you don't want to. Most students don't because the textbook is available online. So it's less expensive, of course, to use the online version of the textbook rather than the hard copy. So I'm going to come here and just click on My Lab and Mastering Tools to get started. Now, when you do this for the first time, My Labs is going to prompt you to either enter an access code from the bookstore or purchase online with a credit card. There's also, I believe, an option that you could do a 14-day free access. So you get 14 days free access, then you get prompted to pay using either the access code or a credit card. Once you've set all that up, you're going to see this screen, and it just says Open Pearson. So I'm going to click on Open Pearson, and it's taking me into the course. I'm going to click here. My view might be a little different than yours because this is my view is an instructor view, but you're going to be clicking that Open Labs, and you're going to come here to something that looks like this. So let me come here to assignments. And if you click on assignments, this is showing you the homeworks. And notice here are the due dates. So for example, due May 11th are these 4 homeworks. Okay, so anytime you want to see what's due, you click on that assignments. All right, let me go into one of the homeworks and just show you what it looks like. So let me click here on section 1.1, and I can see here there's 15 questions. And again, it says unlimited attempts. So let me click on a question here at random. And so here's a question. And of course, you can jump around from question to question by clicking on this link. Now, notice when you read a question like this, you might not know the answer. You might not know how to get started, right? So I'm looking here at some of these questions, and I'm not sure how to answer this. So let me come down here to some options. It says, help me solve this. View an example. Get more help. Get more help. There's a video you can watch on this. There's the textbook you can bring up. You can send me a message by using this Ask My Instructor button. Usually students want to use help me solve this or view an example. Help me solve this is going to solve this problem for you. And then it's going to regenerate a new similar problem for you to work on. View an example is going to show you a similar problem, but not the same problem, and show you the worked out step by step. So let me do that. I'm going to click on view an example. So view an example is going to guide you through this problem. I'm going to click here, continue. And this is showing me how to work out this example. So what it's telling me here is if you have, I'll just do this problem very quickly to show you the guidance here. It says if you have 2 points, think of it as point 1 and point 2. They're labeling the first point as x1, y1, x sub 2, y sub 2. So I'm going to label these points accordingly. This is x sub 1. This is y sub 1. Here is x sub 2, y sub 2. All right, now that I have those labeled, it says to find the midpoint, you add x1 plus x2 and divide by 2. So they're showing you should take 6, because that's the x1 value. Here it is. And then add 8, because that's the x2 value, and divide those by 2. So this is going to be 14 divided by 2. So the answer is 7. That's the x value of the midpoint. How about the y value? Well, it's telling me to take y1 plus y2. Well, the y1 number is -2. There it is. The y2 number is an 8. There it is. So this is going to be 6 over 2, which is 3. All right, let me press continue just to see the final answer, because I'm noticing in this problem they said enter your answer as a ordered pair. Ordered pair means put the x and y value in parentheses separated by the comma. So my final answer would be 7, comma. So this is going to show you step by step how to answer any one of these questions. Let me close that out then. Let me show you what the video might look like. So let's say you want to check out the video. And so here is an example where this video will show you. And notice this video is only about 2.5 minutes. These videos are short, and they will kind of show you the
midpoint of a line segment. Is the point
I won't play this, but I'll
exactly
just,
half.
want to show you.
Is 8.
So you could see he's going to walk through the same type of analysis that I just mentioned. Okay, so you have these videos to use. And you can see why this might take a little bit of time for you to watch videos or go through the view and example. It will take you a little bit of time. Let me also show you here in my labs these weekly resources. So this is a great place to get extra help. By the way, here's the textbook. So if you wanted to open up chapter 1, chapter 2, we go to chapter 1 here for a second. And there are, other ancillary helps you can do. Here's some videos as well. But let me come here to weekly resources, and I'm going to click on week one. And if I click here on week one, it has the textbook reading. So this is direct links to the textbook. Again, there's a lot of good worked out examples there. But I want to come here to these videos. So all of these are videos organized by topic. So let's say calculating midpoints, which we were just talking about. You could watch a video. Here's calculating distances. You can watch a video. But if you notice, there are also these homework videos. So here is homework section 1.1. So this is a video that I've recorded. So this is an instructor recorded video where I work through some of the homework problems. Let me show it to you. Click on this. And right, hi folks. Recording a video for section 1.1 homework, and I want to help you get started with. So I'm just going to scroll through this so you can see I take these homework problems and try to work them out step by step. You think about graphing this, so you can of course use those videos as you want. Okay, so there's a lot of resources here. Here are the guided lecture notes for students that want to use those, and please make use of these videos. Students usually, I think, find videos are the best learning tool for our course. Okay. I think that's all I wanted to cover here. So look forward to working with you. Remember to use the built-in help in my labs. And of course, email me with questions. Use tutor.com for a 24/7 tutoring assistance. The tutors there are very, very good, by the way. They really explain topics and concepts in easy to understand language. So I hope you'll find that useful. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Look forward to working with you this term in MA 107.